All right, they should be about 5 minutes away. They're at Church Circle. If you do this for 50 hours straight, you start to realize how long it takes to get from each one of the checkpoints. So.
You said 5 minutes for what?
This team to arrive here.
Oh, this one? Thank you.
You're welcome.
And you're the person that no one's supposed to pick up, right? Because you fell with someone a day or two ago?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he dropped me on it.
You've an ETA for Team 415?
Not right now. I'm waiting for these guys. You have an idea on 415? All right, they are now coasting down Green Street. So I put them about 2 minutes out. And there is Mr. Magnuson waving the flag. They are now in the parking lot. There is the horn from the escort car. All right, don't get too worked up. They are going to stop and let their crew come down before they ride through. So they're holding until their crew parks and the crew runs down to watch them come through the finish. 70 to 79, four-person mixed, four-person relay. Seniors Tom, Jim, and Beau and Babe. New record time of 8 days, 4 hours, 39 minutes. The only record. But it sounds more fun if it's a new record. It's a new record. The 1-0, that's it. How you doing, Randy? Is this all the crew? All right. Let's go, riders. Crew is here. How's it going? Jim, Tom, Beau, Babe, let's go. All right. Come on, let's give them a louder cheer than that. Riders, if you could please rack your bikes, remove your helmets, and come up on stage. Riders, if you could please have your crew rack your bikes, remove your helmets, and you come up on stage. All right, riders, let's come on up on stage, please. Okay. Racers, please come up on stage. Well, there's a bunch of other teams right behind them. Nancy, thank you for obeying orders. How are you? I can't even imagine. Jim, Tom, Beau. All right, let's hear it for seniors, Jim and Tom and Beau and Babe. Awesome job. Record setters, 70 to 79 mixed. That's amazing what you do, and you got a ringer like John who's 90, and you guys can all be so much younger and still even out the ages. So Rick Bothling is here with your finishers medals. Nancy G. Mr. Buckley. It's so good to see you again.
You too, Jim.
Jim,
Okay,
there you
you.
are. Congratulations. And there you are,
Thank
too.
you. Thank you.
And the winner's plaques. You're very welcome. Add to your collection.
Thank you. Is that when we started? Oceanside?
All right, crew, come on up, please. Well, it could, but it probably wouldn't be very good. So Nancy, the question everybody's got is why the fashion trending statement with your different shoes?
Well, I found out when you get to be over 70, sometimes things give out, like my hip, and so I couldn't snap out of my shoe clips. And I had a couple crashes, and I just decided to take the clip off and use this. And so that's what I did.
And from what I understand, that happened right at the start, and you've pretty much gone in this setup for the entire way, which is pretty spectacular.
I did, and it didn't hurt me climbing. I mean, the first day was a little shaky, but, you know, I just kept it up, and by now I feel really good.
That's great to hear. So numb, right? So, John, I mean, having this as a pain tolerance to have to live up to, how do you deal with that?
It takes a lot on to be able to deal with that part of it. I did want to say, though, that on that shoe thing, that literally to show up for RAAM and 2 days before trash everything with half of your footage and support. And we have Dr. Jan down there to kind of help us get things through and figure it all out, everything from running shoes to trooping us around. And you know, it's crazy to show up for RAAM and have a major change in plans, so that's it. The other thing I would like to do is give a shout out to our crew, okay? This is a phenomenal crew. They've done everything that was ever asked and more, okay? And in one even step further than that would be our logistics crowd. Would you raise your hands, logistics persons, okay? Now, those people right there, their job was guaranteed to be chaos. It's guaranteed that way. And what their job and what they did was to make less chaos out of what we had. My hat is off to you guys. Jim, Jane, and David, thank you. Thank Jim. Yeah, I said Jim.
He said Jim.
Jim, absolutely.
And his name's Jim, too, so we're good.
And our teammates. Okay, thank you.
So, John, I mean, last question for you. It's got to be really tough. This is a person you love, you've spent your life with, have kids, grandkids with. You know how much pain she's in, has an injury coming to the start, and yet you're there pushing her to keep going.
Pushing, maybe holding her back is a better term for it, I would say. Holding her back and trying to keep her from hurting herself. There.
So, okay, yeah, I see that face, Nancy. Mr. Buckley, haven't raced against you since the mid-'90s. It's so good to see you up here, and how are things going?
Oh, great team to be with, so couldn't ask for anything better.
I have no other questions to that. How were you recruited to get on the team, and when you first learned about it, I mean, what was your first reaction?
Well, I had a pretty bad car incident in 2019, and that fall, Nancy called me and said, "Do you want to do Team RAAM with us?" And I was still kind of recovering from that. I didn't know whether I'd be back to anything close to what I did before, but knowing these people, that was it.
And Jim, what was it like for you to be a part of this record-setting crew?
It was completely new. I had no idea what I was getting into. So me and Tom have a mutual friend. We used to, we don't anymore. But, he got the two of us joined, and that's how I got involved. And so I've done a lot of adventure-type things, but nothing of this nature. The thing that I didn't realize, I'd been told, but I didn't realize, there is a bicycle moving forward non-stop for 8 days. Never quits. So, and another thing, and hope you take this right, Nancy, I met him in Springfield, Ohio, and I looked over there and I thought, okay, somebody's not telling the truth here. Because, you know, but I'm telling you, this woman can do anything she wants to do.
Yes, she can. Let's hear it for seniors team, Jim and Tom and Beau and Babe. Awesome ride, amazing crew. You all are the best. And please stick around. We have two more teams right behind. We have another two-person team and another four. So always good to have a crowd here. And it would be great if you held off on cleaning that motorhome for a little while.